Hey folks, I want to talk to you about three variable, three equation systems. It's really the same stuff as what we've done in class with two variables and two equations, except we add a whole dimension of difficulty. But really, it's all the same. Don't be frightened. It's still just elimination and substitution. Not a big deal. The big deal, though, is the organization. So I'm going to try and label these as best I can. So I'm going to label each equation. And if it's in a circle, that means that's an equation, not me multiplying it by anything. So I'm going to go over to the left. And by the way, check out, I gave you the solution. It means you can check yourself. Pause this, give it a shot, see what happens. All right, so I'm going to first take equation 1, add it to equation 2. You'll notice when I do that, my x's should cancel. So 2x, 3y minus z equals 9. Negative 2x minus y plus 2z equals 2. Just going to add those straight up, each and every piece. And that's going to get me 0 x's, 2 y's, 1 z, and 11. Now this I'm going to call equation 4. Again, just so I can help keep track of everything. So now I'm going to take, and I want to try and find another pair of equations that when I do elimination, like I did here, I'm going to get just y's and z's. That's all I want. So I'm actually going to do equation 3, this one, and equation 1, this one. I want stuff to cancel, so I'm just left with y's and z's. So I want x's to cancel. That means I'm taking equation 3, and I need to multiply it by 2. And that gets me 2x, 2y, minus 4z equals 6. Then I'm going to have equation 1, and I'm going to put a big negative out in front, and I'm just going to write down exactly what question or equation 1 says. All right, so I actually need to erase this. I put my parenthesis in the wrong spot, not here. It should just be at the end, like it is now, over here. So now I need to subtract these, and remember that subtraction actually gets applied to every single piece and part here. So it's 2x minus this 2x, 0 x's, 2y minus 3y, which is negative y. Negative 4z minus negative z, so that's a positive, so now it's negative 3z's equals 6 minus 9 is negative 3. Awesome. That one is, I'm going to call equation 5, but keep in mind here, the x's, there's 0 of them, so I'm going to scribble them out. There's negatives for everything. I'm going to divide all of this by -1, and I end up with y minus, or sorry, plus, my light's turned off, plus 3z equals 3. This is also equation 5. I can use either one of these, whichever one is most beneficial to me, okay? They're both the exact same thing. One is all negatives, one of all positives, and that's fine. Now, we continue to get interesting, right? Because it doesn't look like I've completed anything yet, and I haven't, I guess, right? I now, though, have two equations. This one has a y and a z. This one has a y and a z. So now I can use elimination on a 2 equation, 2 variable system. Now you've done this, okay? So it's only 2 extra little pieces here to get it to what you should hopefully know and love. There we go. Okay. So now I'm going to take my equation 4. I'm going to multiply it by 3. Multiply it by 3, okay? That's going to get me, remember the 4 is over here. That's going to be 6y plus 3z equals 33. I'm also going to take equation 5 down here, and I'm going to bring it up. So it just as is y. Ooh, you know what? I'm actually going to use the negative version of this. I don't even care about the positive one here, because the negative case is actually going to be more useful to me. So negative y minus 3z equals -3. And we'll do blue here. So now I have 5y, 0 z's equals 30. Awesome. Divide by 5. Divide by 5. Y equals 6. Sweet. We have one done, folks. We have a variable. I know what y is. Awesome. And, oh, we come up, we check ourselves, and my solution, yeah, it says y is 5. Because remember, this is going to go alphabetically. So it's going to go x, and then y, and then z for my coordinate. Sweet. All right, next one. I need to find something else. Let's use z, right? I kind of know what that is. So it's over, I'm going to use equation 4. So I'm going to do some blocking off here. That's a chunk of things. And this is a chunk of things. All right, so in the middle, I'm going to find z. I'm going to use equation 4. And 2y plus z equals 11. I know what y is, so I'm going to substitute it in. So that's 2 times 6 plus z equals 11. Well, that's 12 plus z equals 11. I subtract my 12 from both sides. Got to keep it even. Z equals -1. Is that truth? Ooh, it is. Look at that. Awesome. One letter left, folks. One letter left. I need to find x. And I'm going to use equation 3. Yeah, 3. Because mathematicians are the laziest people possible as long as they still get everything done, right? That's the goal. Be efficient and lazy. So I'm going to look at equation 3, and I know that x plus y minus 2z equals 3. I know most of this. I don't know x. I'm going to leave him there. Y, though, that's 6. And then 2 times z, which I know now is -1, equals 3. So now I'm going to distribute that -2 in. So now it's a plus 2 equals 3. So well, that's x plus 8 equals 3. And I think you can see where I'm going with this. I'm subtracting the 8, and x is -5. That is, in fact, what I told you it should be. Sweet. But remember, we have to write this. I'm going to write it again over here. -5, 6, -1. Hopefully my face doesn't cover that up. Oh, I know. It seems dramatic. It's not that bad, though. It's a lot of work, but no individual step is too terribly challenging. Notice, and it would be better if I had a bigger sheet of paper here, but I got the one screen. I labeled all of my equations. I followed all of my equations all the way through. I was careful to note, so you know where I'm at. I'm over on the left side of your screen, right over here in purple, right? Equation 3, I circled it, times a number 2. That's how I know what I'm doing. And later I go back and look at this, I'm like, whoa, a lot of equations all over the place. I know exactly what I did and where I did it. Okay, if you're on paper, give yourself some good gaps between all of this. If you need more paper, ask me. The school buys it. I'll give you some paper. It's schoolwork. It's fine. But if you keep everything nice and clear and spread out, this isn't as bad as what you think. But also, this is your first exposure. I don't expect you to completely understand all of this. Go and practice some. We're going to have some time in class to practice. You're going to be okay. Email if you have questions, okay? It's going to be great. Have a phenomenal day, everybody. Don't do drugs, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, click that like button down below. Bye, everybody.